Hello, I am King Mac, and I'd like to thank you all for watching this feature presentation on YouTube. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries and a nice soft drink. Thank you for watching, and now here is our feature presentation of TTBurger game reviews on YouTube.
Welcome back, everybody. You want some more game reviews, eh? TTBurger game reviews to be exact? Well, you come to the right place, because we are continuing this racing marathon here with some more Burnout games here, as we take a look at my Burnout series review, episode 179. This is part 4 of 5. Yep, just getting closer to episode 200, so be on the lookout for that, because I got something special planned for that for sure. And before I get started, I want to give a shout out to Freeview HD and SubZeroMNX for King Mac, along with my friends JJBrother88, JJGyro89, who just recently got married, so congrats to you, buddy, and of course my friend and the man A9, who are all doing well, and hope you guys are doing well, because this is for you guys. I know you love racing games, so here you go. And we're going to look at the 4th game in the Burnout franchise here today, and once again by Electronic Arts. But before we even get started here, you're probably wondering what happened in the last part of this Burnout marathon. Well, let's go to the TTBurger grill here and get this fresh off the grill. It's a TTBurger recap to show you all what you missed, as I took a look at Burnout 3 Takedown for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, which was the first Burnout game made by Electronic Arts, and gave it a perfect 10 out of 10 because it was a perfect game overall, and it was amazing that like Electronic Arts was able to take a franchise that was good and make it more fun than ever, and being one of the best fast-paced racing action games ever made with crashes and more. And today we're going to zoom ahead to the year 2005, September 13th, 2005, when I was a junior in high school, and we got the game right here. This is Burnout Revenge. People call this Burnout 4 Revenge or Burnout 4, Burnout Revenge /4, so, but I'm calling it Burnout Revenge because that's the main name for it. This game was released on September 13th, 2005 for the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox once again. I'm looking at the PlayStation 2 version, the only version I have. So let's get started here. Now, Burnout Revenge, like after Burnout 3, you'd had to wonder what was going to happen for Burnout after the perfect Burnout 3 Takedown. Well, Burnout Revenge is a great game. It's almost as great as Burnout 3 Takedown, but there are things that Burnout 3 Takedown did better. This game comes close, I'll admit that much. It's just there were some problems I had with this game that prevented it from getting a perfect 10, but I'll talk about that down the line. Once again, like Burnout 3 Takedown, you have tons of races, crashes, cars, and burning lap trials, and like face-offs and stuff like that, and more and more. And did I mention the crashes? Good, because there's crashes in this game, tons of fucking crashes, tons of crashes. The game is fast, high and intense speed game action. But you're going so fast in the car, you're wondering if you're gonna crash or not. And I don't know what to say here, because I also have to mention this game was also released on the Xbox 360. But I never owned the Xbox 360 version because I already had the PlayStation 2 version, so I wasn't going to spend money on the same game just with higher graphics and stuff like that. Now, if people can tell me if 360 version is better than the current gen ones, well, the current gen ones at the time, so when the next gen was there, let me know in the comments down below. So I apologize there. I didn't mean to insult anybody if I did. I'm just saying that, like, I heard the 360 version was better, heard it was just the same with just better graphics stuff, so I can't really say anything. Burnout Revenge still has the EA Burnout feel to it, like Burnout 3 Takedown had, with, like I mentioned, the high-speed action, intense gameplay racing, and crashing action and stuff, but just be warned of the flaws there. No story once again, just pick a car, you race, you crash, you face off, you have your burning lap time to get the fastest time and stuff, and there you go. And that's all I gotta say about that. For the presentation, the game has great graphics, pretty much on par with Burnout 3 Takedown's graphics. Great car models and background courses and stuff, and of course the crashes look fantastic once again, and the frame rate never slows down. 4 games in a row and still smooth frame rate, smooth as ever. And the crash, like I said, is still amazing to this day. It's very cool to see the vehicles come apart so slowly but surely, like it's just that they come apart like like just like when you're going so fast, like start to like break apart easily and start that. It's like they don't kid around with the crashes here, people. They don't fucking kid around here. And I know that the 360 version is the best looking one of the bunch, but it doesn't mean the PS2 version has bad graphics in it. It's just that, of course, with the next gen hardware, it takes advantage of that. So that's why the 360 version is going to look better, but still, I'm fine on the PS2. That's just me there. The opening cutscene also looks great too, and of course, like the cutscenes you have there, with the very few they have, look great. How they're explaining the rules and everything. So that's what I gotta say about the graphics. The sound of Burnout Revenge. Good sound for the most part. Kick-ass licensed soundtrack once again by artists like Morning Wood, Fall Out Boy, All American Rejects, The Bravery, OK Go, and more. But I'll admit that some of the songs in this kick-ass soundtrack sounded kind of out of place for the game. It did not fit well. And of course they have an unnamed DJ for Crash Event this time, no DJ Striker. They have this female DJ who doesn't have a name, like I said. She doesn't really talk much. She doesn't have the same enthusiasm as straight DJ Striker had, and she only talks in the cutscenes, not during the gameplay. I understand people may have found DJ Striker annoying at times, but to me, I had no problem with him. He fit the game well, and I liked his comments start out. He was perfect for Crash FM. But this woman here, it's like she really tries, but she just isn't as good as DJ Striker, is what I'm trying to say. The engine sounds still sound good, but overall good sound, but could have been better. Getting into the gameplay of Burnout Revenge, it's a fun game, but it suffers from some of the problems that I mentioned. There's some problems that they had at the beginning, but it still beats the shit out of the first two Burnout games, definitely. But we'll talk about the negatives later. Let's first get into the goods here. You have tons of races, tons of cars that you can race and crash and just go very fast like too. And if you have a Burnout 3 save data, your rank, you have a ranking there, and when your rank is higher, you'll get more cards like that. They'll boost your rank up a little bit if you have a Burnout the 3 save file. And if you have a save file of Madden NFL 2006 on your memory card, you'll be able to do the Madden Band challenge where you can crash the Madden bus or race the Madden bus. I unfortunately don't have that because I don't really care for those sport games that I did back then, but I don't care anymore for Madden, for Madden Drills, Madden like that. So I couldn't really get to crash the Madden bus van, party bus or whatever, but it's okay. I can just watch it. I don't need, why would I want to buy a game just so I can get an extra car? I mean, it's an interesting idea, but still I'm not just going to buy the game, I'm not going to play it just so I can have it on my memory card, so yeah. But like, back on track here, I remember being in awe about some of these courses and stuff, like how traffic was just going to stop you when you go very, very fast, just like last time. And the game never slows down. It's a fucking awesome fun time for sure. And of course you got the crash mode here again. It's just as much fun here for the most part. I mean, like you're just, of course, like trying to crash all those cars, start down, like trying to get the target car, and you have a selection of cars to choose from in the crash mode too. Like got these old style cars, some junkers and speedsters, stuff like that, and they're fun definitely. And of course, like with the crash mode there, and you have the races, the crashes, and the burning laps. All here are fun. Like I said, big variety from the vehicles too and stuff, and unlockables here. Can't go wrong there. And I know, like I said, I only played the PlayStation 2 version because the 360 version was the best and stuff, but, you know, I made this to myself, I found the PlayStation 2 version. I mean, it was a fun game overall, but now the negatives. The game's difficulty can be pretty tough at times, making it hard to get a gold medal on certain races. I mean, the opponent AI can be brutal at times. They'll do whatever they can to whoop you and stuff like that, and you have shortcuts where you can take in the race and stuff, and sometimes they'll follow you, and sometimes objects like in the game appear like at the last minute. You'll see the last minute, you have to turn, you have to jerk the wheel quickly, and it'll cause you to crash and lose precious seconds on the clock. And of course, like in crash mode, to make your car explode, you have to mindlessly tap the R2 button that can hurt your fingers and stuff like that. And it's just like the way the level is set up for the crash mode. You have to get it in and get your car in a certain spot to get the high score and stuff like that. And they have ramps that you can hit too, that you can go over and hit them. But sometimes that can mess up your progress there a little bit, and it can make the game more frustrating than it should there. And just because I don't have I'm not saying it's a problem. I like challenge, but here they kind of went a little too far with this. What I'm trying to say there. And of course, like the DJ announcer, she's not that best, and some of the music doesn't really fit the game well, but it's still a great game overall. Final thoughts here: if you liked Burnout 3 Takedown, Burnout Revenge should not disappoint you at all. I gotta take some points off, but a 9 out of 10 is the best score I can give it because it's still a fun game. It's better than the first 2 Burnout games, but when it comes to these two, this is the best one here. This is the second best, and of course, like there is also like Burnout 2 Point of Impact, which is the third best, and then Burnout was the last of the PlayStation 2 ones. I know there was Burnout Legends, Burnout Dominator. I never played those, but I did hear that the DS version of Burnout Legends was abysmal. The PSP version was awesome. It's like its own port of Burnout Revenge with some extra stuff in it. And I never played Burnout Dominator because that was a spin-off, and I didn't really feel like having it because it was just. It wasn't made by Criterion or EA Games. That was something different there. It was kind of some of the Burnout game mods. I didn't really care for that. But that's pretty much all I gotta say there. For episode 179, part 4 or 5, that we conclude. But next up, we're gonna zoom ahead to the PlayStation 3 era. We take a look at the final Burnout game, or at least final good one. Start that before that awful Burnout Crash came out. So that which I don't count. We're gonna look at Burnout Paradise for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and PC. The very first open world Burnout game, where this time that they go open world and everything, and of course a little spoiler here, DJ Atomica from SSX3 is in this doing the DJing here. So that's all you're gonna get there. How does this game fare from the other Burnout games? Does it define the series? Does it make it worse, or does it just as fun? You'll have to find out on the next, which all I gotta say there. If you like what you see here, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below. Join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, and also my Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, along with my Facebook page you can like called TTBurger88. And also, don't forget every Saturday, a new episode of Burgers and Fries Game Talk with a Shake will be out. So be on the lookout for that. Where me and my co-host Grandma, along with my friends, the Hyperactive Princess, Link and Powerplay, and other people in MF217 more and more, talk about various topics and video games and stuff like that. We just let us share thoughts there and do podcast form. But all we gotta say there is still stay tuned for that. This is all I gotta say. This is Tony. Peace and out. Have a great day. See you all in my review of Burnout Paradise. So take care, everybody.